5G has the power of delivering transformative use cases across our economy. Think self-driving cars and automated factories. But as experts put it, it's a reality dependent upon Open RAN technology. Here to tell us more about the use cases possible through Open RAN and the commercialization we've seen so far is Atul Khanna, the Director of Engineering at Amdocs. Atul, thanks for your time today. You know, what's so special about Open RAN technology is the way that it brings together so many different players from across technology to really transform the telecom space. So tell us about the solutions that Amdocs is bringing to market and the role it's playing in the overall development of Open RAN.
So what Amdocs is building or working with the Telecom Infra project as well as with few other MNOs, that creating that system integration, weaving all these solutions together, and then build the test cases on top of it in the lab and a field trial environment, and then test it out before you go into a commercial network space. So even in the lab testing phase, in the system integration space, we have some of our solutions, which is the test automation network, some of the testing solutions that we have built to fast track some of the innovation cycle, because all these software solutions are bringing the agility to the network itself, right? So there are new features, new solutions coming up very frequently. To test that out before you roll out in a network, there is a I would say, vacant space in the network. That's what Amdocs is filling in.
Interesting. And another solution that Amdocs is bringing to market is called Smart RAN. This infuses machine learning and analytics into the Open RAN architecture. Tell us more about its need in the market.
So that is the solution which is taking the interfaces from the ORAN standards of A1, E1 and O1 interfaces, where we are building the analytics on top of it, the APIs, the counters that is made available with the ORAN standards, building the analytics and creating a closed loop actions to get the most out of the network itself. So giving the, I would say improving the spectrum utilization overall. And now so our solution sits, I would say, on the near real-time edge, near real-time RIC. That's where our closed loop actions are working on. So we are making some of the predictions and making the network adapt to the customer behaviors.
And Amdocs is also playing a role in the commercialization of Open RAN. Tell us about the applications that you're seeing at play and where we can even see them.
There are few use cases or evolution which is happening in this space. The most, I would say, the entry point is obviously the geolocation and the CCO optimization, which is the initial one which we are focusing on, with the end goal of a massive MIMO optimization and beamforming, right? Because that's where the real use case of 5G is coming into the space. Because with the 5G evolution, with the massive MIMO and beamforming, to provide the throughput which customer is needing, and it can be the low latency which some of the applications which is needing as well. So our initial Smart RAN RFs are focusing on this space, starting with the CCO optimization and then moving into the massive MIMO optimization and beamforming. So in the commercial rollout, we already signed some of the deals in the LATAM region as well as in the APAC region, where we are responsible for the actual commercial rollout. So we have been working on the commercial rollout for last so many years. That was an easy win for the ORAN part as well. So where we have some of the solutions like our Amdocs proprietary solution like Fast iConnect, which we are using and making it compatible for the Open RAN standards as well, to help push the commercialization of the Open RAN system itself.
And why are those regions adopting Open RAN faster than other areas in the world?
Where the Open RAN networks are being deployed, I think there's a common conception going on. I won't say misconception. The common conception going on is starting from a rural to a urban and a dense urban areas. That has been the common trend. So depending upon which MNO is at which stage, so some are in the lab stage, some are already in the commercialization stage, right? So I think the MNOs which are embracing to this, they are looking at obviously the overall improvement in the capex and opex, But as the standards are getting mature, so they want to test it on a rural and I would say outskirts area or a greenfield area, and then slowly bring into the urban environment. So, and I think Dish, everybody knows as an example, which is going to deploy an entire greenfield network based on the OpenRAN standards, which is going to cover all the possible combinations of the network itself.
And lastly, let's bring this all home. What are the big differentiators here from what you've just described to the current telecom market we're seeing today?
With this O-RAN coming into space, the entire ecosystem is kind of opened up, which is giving an opportunity for new best of the breed companies to build their solutions based on the O-RAN standard, based on the interfaces that why you can pick up CU from one company, DU from another company, and RU from another company, and RIC from another company altogether, and then weave it all together to build best of the network according to your need. So comparing it to the traditional vendor, that option wasn't there. And then when you build this ecosystem of partners, you have the option to rip and replace, or kind of because these are all software centric solutions, so you can easily replace one over the other based on your requirement, based on your need, which wasn't the case if you compare it to the traditional vendor, because you are logged in for a city or a state, whichever you have deployed it, you cannot build up another island site from another vendor, which is just not realistic. So that helps that creates another supply chain opportunity that helps bring down a capex and opex improvement in the network itself.
Well, Atul, thanks so much for your time today, and thank you all at home for watching. For more coverage on Open RAN, be sure to stick with us here on Light Reading. Till next time, I'm Diana Blass with Current Insights.